Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video we are going to have a look on this device. So this is Samsung Galaxy Note 3. This is one of the best device you can find in 2013. But for today's after 10 years, how relevant this device is. So actually I've been using this device for 2-3 days now, and I did use it as my daily drive, and I take phone calls and send messages just to try what's going on with the device. So the device I have here is 332 gig model, and it has few models which came with different processor. So the one here is running on Exynos processor, 332 gig variant, and it doesn't support LTE. There is also Snapdragon variant which came with Snapdragon 800. It got LTE variant, and also there is another processor which is quad-core. I don't know what kind of processor is that. So there are few models, and surprisingly this device is still usable. So let's go and find out what we can use with this device. So first of all, let's go and check what version of Android we are running here. So the latest version for this device is actually Android 5.0. As you can see, it's running on Android 5.0, and there are custom ROMs available for this device, actually a lot of them maybe, but most of them actually the link actually not valid. So if you try to download those ROM, maybe you are out of luck most of the time. But anyway, so this the UI here is actually TouchWiz UI, which is the old UI of Samsung devices. Nowadays they introduced one UI which is much nicer and prettier, but TouchWiz also a lot, actually they have introduced a lot of features with TouchWiz actually. And also one more thing about this device, actually it has a stylus pen, and surprisingly stylus pen here actually really good, and it works really well. Actually it's not really bad. As you can see, it has also, it does support actually pressure sensitivity a little bit, so you can do some type of like sketching, mostly for document and other things. Also you can use to go back with this stylus. In older devices maybe you can't, because when I was using Samsung Note, that time I could not able to go back directly with the stylus pen. You have to draw something here to go back, or use your main menu and other things. So going with the specification of this device, it has an very beautiful Super AMOLED panel. As you can see, it's quite big, although this phone footprint is very big, but the device actually is not that heavy. It's very lightweight device. It has 2 megapixel front camera, 13 megapixel back camera, and it's quite decent camera actually. And in the bottom we have a pretty weird micro USB slash some kind of 3.0 kind of port. You can use micro USB here without any issue, but if you want faster data transfer rate, then you can use whole port here. Pretty useless I think. And we have a speaker here, one microphone, all this side. And if you want to put SIM card, you have to take out the back panel. So you can take out the back panel. As you can see here, the SIM card is here, and also you can put a micro SD card here. So pretty good design. And also there are some pong you can see here, maybe for NFC paired, but mine one has no NFC and anything else like that. Maybe for wireless charging too, not really sure. So let's go and check other things. So as you can see here, for Android 5, actually Android 5 is still pretty much usable. If you check like 2013 device, iPhone 5s also released in 2013, and iPhone 5s got until iOS 12.0, 12.5.6, something like that. But it doesn't support almost most of the app nowadays from store. Like you have to download the old version of it. But if you go with Android, still you can download latest version of most of the apps actually. If you go here Play Store, if you search WhatsApp, Line, Facebook, most of the apps actually you can download latest version directly from Play Store. You don't have to go to some website and download the older version of it. It's much easier than what it called counterpart to your iOS. And as you can see here, and if I search WhatsApp, it's also working just fine. You can download WhatsApp directly here. As you can see, you can install directly. So most of the apps actually still available. Maybe PUBG also available here. Maybe PUBG will not run. because I never tried PUBG here. So PUBG is also available, but I don't think you're going to run PUBG here. But anyway, you can play COD, and then, like, maybe you can play. There is another game I don't really remember. Maybe, yeah, Free Fire. You can play Free Fire on this maybe. So 332 gig storage is quite enough. And if you see here, there are a lot of apps. I just installed only one app here, is CPUZ. Rather than there are 50 plus application inbuilt here. I have already counted, as you can see here, few more things here, few more things. So a lot of application came pre-installed with this device, a lot of them. And the device actually is quite snappy, still snappy. You can still take phone call and make like send messages without any issue. But as I said, my variant is not supporting LTE band. So, and if you go to camera section, if I open camera, so the camera is surprisingly has a lot of features. So if you go to mode section, as you can see here, there are a lot of things here: animated photos, rich tone, HDR, eraser. So nowadays, we, as you know, like the pixel is showing off some kind of eraser things. It's available in this device too. Not only in this device actually, like older devices like Lumi also got erase feature, background blur feature. Although those are not really perfect the time, but those were there actually. The tricks were there from very beginning. And also it can shoot like 1080p videos. But one thing about this camera is that it takes time to focus. As you can see here, it is slow in focus, but it does work. The front camera is pretty bad. In low light you can't use front camera, back camera, any of those. But I don't think you're going to take photos with this device. Back camera is pretty awesome still. You can use for taking snaps or for scanning documents. It's still pretty good. 13 megapixel camera, 1080p video is still available on this device, and working just fine. And in my unit actually the battery is not doing very well, but I think if you get a device which has a good battery, I think it is good to go. And another things about this device actually, the display, it's an awesome display panel actually, and it's pretty nice. And I haven't seen any burn-in issue on this device. In pretty much most of the old devices, like before 2014 or 15, those devices pretty good AMOLED panel which doesn't burn very easily. But most of the recent AMOLED panels having issues, but older panels are pretty good actually. Maybe because of the way they are building displays now, because they are making so thin those things, that's why they are getting burned or they are getting lines and other things. But older devices are pretty much still really good. The displays are really good. AMOLED panel, and it is an 1080p and AMOLED panel. You will not have any issue with like watching videos on this device. Work, YouTube is still working just fine here. You'll have not issue actually. So if I go, you can download pretty much maybe YouTube the latest version you cannot download from here. As you can see here, it doesn't support right now. But you can use another things, like mostly I don't really use YouTube direct player. I use the one app called New Pipe, which doesn't show any kind of ad or anything like that. So you can directly download New Pipe from here, and it is pretty useful app. If you want to get it, you can get it. It's pretty much like a YouTube, but also it has few features like there is no ad on this device, on that app. Also you can download mp3 and video directly from the app. So that's all about this device, and I will put some videos and photos taken with this device so that you can have a look. So that's all about Samsung Note 3. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.